Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone made it through the latest snowstorm today and enjoyed their day off yesterday. Um, Also, to those of the council members who are the supporter of the Kansas City Chiefs, I congratulate you guys in winning the Super Bowl yesterday. Today we are joined, our virtual council meeting is being broadcast by Hartford Public Access Television Station. I'm now calling to order the virtual council meeting for February 13th, 2024 to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Here.
Councilman Clark.
Present.
Councilman Gale. Councilman Gale.
Recording in progress.
Oh, here.
Councilman Hernandez.
Here.
Councilman Mictham.
Here.
Councilwoman Rosado. Councilwoman Rosado. Councilwoman Rossetti.
Here.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Here.
Councilman Thomas.
Here.
You have a quorum, Madam President.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Clerk. Can we all send for the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Clerk, we'll follow you, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Madam President, if I could, just a point of order real quick.
Sure.
And I only bring this up now because I couldn't bring it up during public comment because I couldn't unmute myself. But I have to say, we have a system for signing up for public comment, which I think is first come, first serve. But we went out of order based on what position the speakers were going to take. That's unconstitutional. The government can't limit who gets to speak based on the substance of what they say before they say it. Now, I understand we have a time limit, but if you push certain people to the front and as a result, other people get pushed out the back of the time limit, it's unconstitutional. So we shouldn't do it that way in the future. I'm done.
Thank you, Councilman Mitchum, for your opinion. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes of January 22nd, 2024.
Second.
Great. A motion has been made to approve the minutes for the January 2022 council meeting, and it's been properly seconded. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Mictham.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado. Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to make a motion to place the following items on consent. 3.1 from Mayor Arulapalam with accompanying resolution to accept a grant from the Community Alliance for Research and Development at Southern Connecticut State University. 3.5 Mayor Arulapalam with accompanying resolution to accept $3,801 from ADS. The ARPA funding is to help offset the impact of COVID-19 on the elderly nutrition program overseen by Health and Human Services. 3.6, Mayor Arulapalam with accompanying resolution transferring $55,865 from sundry non-operation department expenditures in fiscal year 2024 to the Registrar of Voters. 4.1, Committee of the Whole with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Jonathan Harding to the position of Corporation Counsel, item 3.1 of the January 22nd, 2024 agenda. 4.2, Committee of the Whole with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Christopher R. Hayes to the position of Director of Department of Public Works, item 3.2 on the January 22nd, 2024 agenda. 4.3, Health and Human Services Committee with accompanying resolution to accept an ARPA grant of $5,000 from DPH. 6.1, Assistant Majority Leader Clark, Majority Leader Rossetti, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Council President Surgeon, Councilman Hernandez, Councilwoman Rosado, resolution concerning health disparities and food deserts.
Second.
Thank you. A motion has been made and properly seconded to place the following items on the consent calendar: item 3.1, 3.5, 3.6, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 6.1. Motion is made and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Councilman Clark.
Thank you, Madam President. To you, just a quick comment on item 6.1. Grateful for this being placed on the consent calendar, but this speaks to the growing need and concern that we have here in Hartford regarding health disparities and food deserts that now have become an epidemic in our community, which I'll be looking forward to working with the rest of my colleagues in the administration, as well as Health and Human Services and those respective departments, to find a resolution quickly to alleviate this problem. It's been growing and it's not stopping. And this is just a say so as to what I would like for us to do to address some of these issues in the short-term future. Thank you.
You're welcome, Councilman Clark. Councilman Mitchum.
Thank you, Madam President. I actually want to comment on three things on the consent calendar. First, I just want to really underline, I'm excited that we're approving Jonathan Harding and Chris Hayes for these positions, because I feel just genuinely enthusiastic about both of them and the work that they're going to do. They gave really thoughtful presentations at the committee of the whole. So just wanted to touch on that. So that's two things, because I'm excited about those dudes. And as to 6.1, that Councilman Clark was just addressing, I also support it, but I want to just point out that we passed a very similar resolution in, I think, September of 2022, just sort of generally saying food deserts are a problem and we would really like to solve them. And I supported it then, right? It's a good thing. They are a problem. But when I brought forward a resolution for us to put a little bit of money towards studying the possibility of other methods for getting a grocery store to the north end of Hartford, it took me 2 years to get it passed, and then it died on the vine because of the change of administration. And so I just want to remind everybody that resolutions where we say how strongly we feel about things, as we learned from public comment, are all well and good. But resolutions that do a thing are better. And so it's very easy to vote for this. We're all going to vote for it. It's on the consent calendar. But where the rubber meets the road is when we show some willingness to spend money, to do things that are thinking outside the box, to actually take steps to solve the problems instead of just saying that they are problems that we care about.
Thank you, Councilman Mitchum. Any other discussion? Majority Leader Rossetti.
Thank you, Council President. I just want to reiterate my colleagues in saying, how proud I was leaving Committee of the Whole last week after listening to Attorney Harding and Acting Director Hayes, how wonderful they spoke, how, are, sons of the city, and how grateful I am that they would take time, effort, and energy to jobs that, Attorney Harding and Director Hayes could probably be in other fields, make more money, esteem, whatever it is people do when they do that. But you know what? It was so genuine and it was so wonderful, and it really made me excited on the next 4 years. So I just want to thank them again.
Great. Any other discussion? Hearing and seeing, Councilwoman Bilodeau? Nope, that wasn't your hand. Okay. Don't forget, Attorney Harding is listening to all these wonderful praises you're placing on him. And another discussion.
The pressure's on, Attorney Harding, just know.
Okay, exactly. Which one was this item again, Majority Leader?
That was,
you want to take this off of consent?
Yeah, no, 4.1, yeah.
Okay, all right. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll, sir.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilman Rosado, Councilman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to refer the following items to Health and Human Services, 3.2, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution to accept the CDC grant of $539,256 from the Center for Disease Control. 3.3, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution to accept a grant of $10,000 from the National Environmental Health Association and the FDA. To Planning, Economic and Development Housing Committee, 3.7, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Chance Carter to the Planning and Zoning Commission. To the Operations Management Budget and Government Accountability Committee, 3.4, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city of Hartford to enter into a 15-year tax abatement agreement with MLK Apartments LLC, the owner, for rental housing units to be developed at 99 Van Block Avenue, Hartford, 06106. 5.1, Mayor Arulampulam with an accompanying ordinance amendment of section 32-18 of the municipal code with a public hearing on Monday, February 20th, 2024 at 7 p.m. 5.2, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying ordinance establishing the procedure necessary for flag raisings at City Hall with a public hearing on Monday, February 20th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and the Environment. 3.8, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution to continue the city's longstanding relationship with Elizabeth Park Conservancy. And 5.3, Mayor Arulampulam with an accompanying ordinance establishing the Hartford Department of Sports and Recreation with a public hearing on Monday, February 20th, 2024 at 7 p.m.
Second.
Thank you, Assistant Majority Leader. I was sitting there and waiting. Assistant Majority Leader, go ahead, sir.
Yes, Madam President, through you, just want to make a correction that the ordinances would have a public hearing. They're actually on Tuesday, February 20th. Monday is a President's Day, and City of Hartford will be closed.
Thank you, Councilman. I have Monday on the sheet. I'm sorry.
No, I think everybody got confused yesterday also, that the council meeting was yesterday, even though it was a holiday.
So it's Tuesday. The date is correct. It's Tuesday, February 20th. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
each one, it's not, okay, so it's not Tuesday, February 21st. It's Tuesday, February 20th, 2024.
Yes, it is. Okay. And the motion has been made and properly second to refer the following items to the following committee. Health and Human Services, 3.2 and 3.3. Operation Management, Budget and Government Accountability, 3.4, 5.1, and 5.2. Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee, 3.7. Public Works, Park, Recreation, Environmental Committee, 3.8 and 5.3. Are there any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilman Rosado, Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Great, thank you. Mr. Clerk, before calling the concluding of the council meeting, I need to remind and invite everyone to the following committee that's the items were referred to. HHS will be having a committee meeting March 5th at 6 p.m. Operation Management and Budget Government Accountability Committee will be meeting February 20th at 5:30. Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee will meeting on March 6th at 6 p.m. Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environmental Committee will be meeting on February 28th at 6 p.m. Then don't forget also of the items that were sent to the public hearing, which would be Tuesday, February 20th. Just want to remind everyone, these items refer to this committee. These are the committee dates. And you can also go to the in the town clerk's office, go to I keep calling it iQuilt, but it's your
iCompass.
iCompass.
iCompass. We can all go to the iCompass, and they will be able to get the agenda and the committee meetings. And I believe that concludes our meeting. I want to thank everyone for joining our public comment earlier in the evening, and also the committee meeting that we've just concluded. I want to say good night to everyone, and for everyone to stay safe.